Hello all, welcome to LTX classes. In this new series, we are covering the Hindu analysis important articles completing the prelims oriented section. Clear? See here, we are taking the articles which are very relevant for prelims orientation, which are very relevant in prelims mode. Clear? So stay tuned with us. We are going to come with more number of videos regarding the current affairs part. Clear? Yes, see the date 11/8/2022 and the article is being dealt by Srinivas. So let's not waste our time. We shall check all the articles in today's newspaper and where we are going to cover the prelims oriented things in a total comprehensive way. So our articles to be explored today, see the first article we just want to discuss is to boost spending, center releases 1.16 lakh crores to states. Yes, and next, Supreme Court to take up request to ban convicts from polls for life. A lifelong ban is required. This is what the petitioner is asking. So in that, what is there in the article is to be discussed in this. And next, freebies can be lifesavers during dire times. These are the words of Election Commission of India. And aviation safety regulator opens door for transgender pilots. Right now, transgender pilots would also be given this status of pilot, and they would be provided the license of after thorough verifications and checkings. Clear? So these are the articles that we want to discuss, and at last we shall have one prelims based MCQ where I would encourage everyone to take participation in this, and I just want everyone to be part of this interaction. Clear? Yes. So let's don't waste our time. We shall go for our articles. Coming to our first article in the first page, that is to boost spending, center releases rupees 1.16 lakh crores to the states. Clear? So it's saying that center has now rightly devolved the shares of their taxes and duties to the states to ease them. So here you have to know why to ease them, and here they also mention the GST compensation and everything, and right now we are going to deal every of this part. Clear? So don't worry. See, the article is very important in GS2 polity and GS3 economy. Clear? GS2 polity and GS3 economy. Fine. See, yes, first of all, taxes are collected and appropriated by both central government and state government, right? And you know the main purpose of taxes is to fund various government expenses. Clear? So taxes are actually collected to fund the expenditure part of both central and state government. Here expenditure can be divided into two ways, that is capex or capital expenditure, and next, that is revenue expenditure, the other expenditure being revenue expenditure. Clear? So what is the meaning of capital expenditure or capex? Capital expenditure helps in promoting the capital assets, Capital is such an asset which provides the long-term revenues, and it involves huge amounts, and it is and these expenses are not going to be done in a regular manner. Those expenses are called capital expenses, and here capital assets, example, construction of roads, construction of hospital buildings, construction of schools. Are you getting? All these comes under capital assets for the both state and central government. Then what is the importance of creation of such capital assets? Clear? The importance, see here I am going to write the importance the importance, clear, importance of capital asset construction. First of all, these capital assets, when you construct, you would provide the employment to large number of people, means many people are going to get benefit out of your expenses, means employment is generated. When you raise employment, salaries of people are going to be get accumulated. If salaries are increased, people's expenses increases, clear, people expenses increases. If their expenses increases, then it would create demand in the economy, demand increases, so that market will survive without any problems. If everything goes well, then the standard of living, the standard of living of people generally increases, standard of the living increases, clear, means standard of living means they are going to get proper water, drinking water facilities, they are going to get proper educational facilities, proper health facilities, proper electricity facility, proper housing facility also, then the standard of living seems to be increasing, clear. So this is the great importance with the capital assets. Then what is the significance? Here the significance is that time, actually the significance being here time. During, this is the times of COVID, right? So during the times of COVID, demand in the economy has come down drastically. So then it is the ultimate responsibility of both central and state government to increase the expenses. So in this way, to promote expenses by the capital expenditure in the form of capital expenditure, not only from the government exchequer, it also want to encourage the private people to increase it, clear. It also encourages private people to keep on more expenses regarding capital assets. For private person, capital expenditure means the expansion of industries, the creation of new industry, the construction of any new firm or something. It is called the capital expenditure. This capital expenditure actually helps to revive the economy from the pre-COVID levels. So here the significance is the time. In this crucial COVID, post-COVID times, government expenses needs to be increased, clear. So that's why actually what happened, central government devolving the funds, clearly learn the word devolving. What is the meaning of devolving? Devolving means authoritarian granting, authoritarian granting means here it is not simply giving, it is official authoritarian grant, clear, official authoritarian giving. The word devolving is used for that, clear, are you getting? So here central government devolving the states share in their taxes and duties, are you getting? So taxes are collected for expenses, so central government will take some amount and remaining amount is going to be credited to the states on their respective parts, clear. So for the month of August, it is sharing the amount. See, I am going to zoom in, let's have the glance here. See, share of the pie, the union government has released the two installments, clear, two installments of tax devolution to the states amounting 1,16,665 crores. It is roughly more than 1.16 lakh crores, clear. So it also showing the state-wise distribution where UP got maximum and the minimum is in the state of Goa, are you getting? According to their taxes and according to their population and everything, generally taxes are devolved, clear. So here we have seen the two installments. So then what is this two installments? The normal monthly devolution to the states is actually 58,330 32 crores, the normal monthly devolution. But right now the central government has given 1,16,000 crores, means the doubling of normal one has happened. Why the doubling of normal one happened? To increase the capital expenditure of the states. Here central government asked and requested states to increase their expenses regarding capital expenditure. Clear? Capital expenditure definitely provides the long term solutions. If roads are constructed by the government, then people can use it for communication purpose, so more industries will be laying down the line. Clear? If hospitals are constructed, people's disease burden and health burden would be reduced. If schools are laid, then people might be getting the proper education facilities. So capital expenditure is a win-win situation for all the sections in the society. So that's why to boost the spending, central government released 1.16 lakh crores. Then sir, what is this GST compensation? See, GST compensation is the scheme that which has come in 2017. In 2017 we have launched GST. So as many states are going to get loss, the loss is to be paid by the central government and named it as GST compensation. By introducing GST taxes, states are going to lose some amount. The amount would be compensated by the central government, that is called GST compensation. But at the time of bringing GST, central government promised only for 5 years. So from 2017 it has clearly went to 2022. In 2017 it was started in July 1st, and in 2022 it ends by the time of July 1st. Are you getting? So that's why the GST compensation time has closed. So in the time of GST compensation, in the time of COVID, states require lot of amounts for their capital expenditure. So clearly central government has come by providing two installments at a single time for the month of August to increase the capital expenditures from the state. Are you getting? So the whole article is very important regarding prelims perspective, and I think you got every information regarding total capital expenses and government's release of these amounts to the states. Clear? Yes. Then we shall go for our next article. Coming to our next article, that is Supreme Court to take up plea to ban convicts from polls for life. Clear? The article is very important from GS2 polity perspective, and the same is also important in governance, that is also in GS2. Clear? Governance. First of all, you have to learn what the title means. Supreme Court here, it is taking up the request to ban convicts. Convicts are the persons who are convicted in certain offences, and here the petitioners are asking for the convicts to not to contest again in their life. So that's why we can solve the problems of the criminalization of politics. Clear? So these are the words, so we can see. Clear? So see, first of all you should know what is the meaning of criminalization of politics. Criminalization. Clear? Criminalization of politics. So how politics can be criminalized? Politics can be criminalized because as many criminal people who often indulge in criminal activities, because of their increase in black money, they are taking the roots of politics to show their strength and to remain in power for long. Here the criminal people who have criminal history of murders or rapes or something, they are to be charged. They are to be charged under actually prison. but right now with their powers and with their influence of politics, they are surviving with normal people. Are you getting my intention? So criminalization of politics is very danger, because the people who indulge in criminal activities, if they gets elected in the elections, they are going to become the lawmakers. How a criminal can become lawmaker? If he becomes lawmaker, he wants to destroy the essence of the whole article, right? So that's why immediate measures have to be taken to stop the criminalization of politics. This is the issue that is boggling the minds of the Supreme Court judges and to the various stakeholders. Clear? So then once Election Commission of India in 2017, see, Election Commission of India, which is the poll body or the body which conducts election at national and state level, Election Commission of India in 2017 asked the Supreme Court for life ban. Life ban means there should be a ban for these people who convicted under various offences for life, so that these people won't enter into the temple like parliament should be protected as temple, and these people with criminal historical backgrounds should not enter and should not destroy the sacredness of the temple. That is the intention of Election Commission of India. And yes, of course, Supreme Court at that time clearly said there should be clear formations. As Supreme Court is not legislative body, it cannot frame rules to stop criminalization of politics. So it is the government of the day which has to come, and there should be a requirement of a parliamentary law which bans for life for the people who convicted in various offences. To support this argument, in 2019 there is one NGO that is called Public Interest Foundation. In Public Interest Foundation case of 2019, Supreme Court clearly said, I cannot make laws as I am a judiciary body. Clear? Laws should be made by parliament only. Clear? So are you getting the importance here? And after that, Supreme Court asked the legislature to submit their views, and Supreme and Government of India submitted its affidavit in the court in 2020, and as it is saying that, see, the people who are convicting are disqualified under Representation of People's Act. What is that? Representation of People's Act 1951. Under various sections and rules of Representation of People's Act 1951, if any person convicted for more than 2 years, he is not disqualified for his jail term plus another 6 years. Are you getting? So another 6 years. If person convicted for 2 years in 2020, he will be in jail up to 2022 plus 6, means after 2028 only he is eligible to participate in the elections process in India. Are you getting? These are the provisions that were mentioned in Representation of People's Act in 1951. Clear? Representation of People's Act in 1951. And there is one case in 2013, that is Lily Thomas case. Lily Thomas case 2013. So all these are not there in this article, we are value adding it. Clear? So in Lily Thomas case 2013, Supreme Court clearly said, if any person convicted for 2 years in jail, they are to be immediately disqualified. They are to be immediately disqualified as the legislatures. Clear? The main intention being, how can a person with criminal historical backgrounds can do good for the society? He is not there to make the laws, but he is there to mend the laws to his needs. He just want to sideline the rules, he just want to influence his power, and he just want to show his muscle flexing. This is the word that actually uses muscle flexing. Muscle flexing means if I am using my money power and manpower, it is called muscle flexing. Clear? What are the words of central government? As there is some sections in Representation of People's Act 1951, this is already there, so no need to go for life ban. These are the affidavits of central government. It seems that central government is unwilling in providing the life ban for the convicts who were involved in some criminal offences in their history. Clear? But right now there is one person, he is senior advocate and his name is Ashwini Upadhyay. He petitioned and saying that even a constable can lose his job after his conviction, but the persons who are in parliament are going to be considered as one of the most important positions. They are not losing their seat if they are convicting. Clear? So that's why a life ban is very important to reduce the criminalization of politics. Are you getting? These are the words of minister, but government is not showing any willingness, and Supreme Court also appointed one person as the amicus curiae. You should know the meaning of amicus curiae. Clear? So amicus curiae is a person, he is called as friend of the court. Friend of the court means court would take the advice of this amicus curiae. So Supreme Court appointed, there is one person, that is his name is Vijay Hansaria. He was appointed as amicus curiae for this case, only for this case. He is the senior advocate in Supreme Court, and he was asked to look into the issues, and he said it is better to go for the bans, life bans only. Clear? So Supreme Court amicus curiae also said, but right now Supreme Court is actually checking the every issue, the possibility of life ban for this person who were involved in the conviction of criminal cases in the last history or years. Are you getting? So these are the words of Supreme Court, and we have to check what Supreme Court is going to deliver in its judgment. Clear? Yes. So with this we are going to our next article. Next article is freebies can be life savers during dire times. Election Commission of India is telling so. So see, this article is very important from GS to polity perspective. GS to polity. Clear? As it is the duty of Election Commission of India to do certain things we shall be looking after. Don't worry. First of all, freebies, we have to know this term. And during the dire times, what is the meaning of dire times? Dire times means during very important or emergency times. Clear? During very important or emergency times is called as the dire times. First of all, Election Commission of India is a constitutional body, a body which is mentioned in various articles of Indian Constitution is called as constitutional body. Article 324 defines the work of Election Commission of India. Clear? In this Article 324, it is clearly telling that there is the requirement of free and fair elections. Free and fair elections. Elections should be conducted in a free manner, means no one should be coerced to vote only for one party, means no one should be put under pressure that you have to vote only for this party. If that is not conducted, so it is called free election. and fair elections. Fair elections means representation of peoples should be done from all the sectors. Clear? So that is called free and fair elections. Clear? Yes, Election Commission of India, to its level, it is implementing Article 324 to conduct free and fair elections. And just remember, free and fair elections is part and parcel of basic structure of Indian Constitution. Basic structure means very important feature that Supreme Court has come in Keshavananda Bharati case. Basics structure of Indian Constitution. If this is violated, then Supreme Court will enter and it will cancel all the acts and commissions and omissions of any executive or legislative body. Are you getting? That is the importance of basic structure. So coming to here, you should remember Article 324 deals with this. And what are freebies? Freebies are something which are provided at free cost, right? For example, if electricity is provided, for example, during Punjab recent elections, Aam Aadmi Party promised of free electricity up to 100 units. Or if any government says, if we come to party again, we are going to sign all the debts of farmers would be waived off. Farm loans would be completely waived. Waived means completely cleared off. That is the meaning of waiving. So all these things comes under freebies. Clear? So recently one advocate, Ashwini Upadhyay, yes, that is the same person who also petitioned in our last article that we are discussing. He petitioned in the Supreme Court that irrational freebies should be controlled, because see, to provide free electricity up to 100 units, state has to spend lot of its amount for this subsidy. Rather, the same amount can be used for skill development or capital expenditure or for any other better welfare scheme, right? So these are called as irrational schemes. So Election Commission of India right now saying that freebies for few people it may be irrational, but few people it is very important. It is very important. If the person is unable to pay his electricity bills because of higher charges, then government will come and government will pay the amount and you would be getting some decent electricity. Why? Because that only ensures your dignity of life, which is covered under Article 21 of Indian Constitution. Clear? So Supreme Court clearly telling that freebies, it is based on perspectives of every individual. Clear? So few people may think that these freebies are very important, but few people may think it is wrong. So it is up to that person who is thinking in that manner. Clear? So here Election Commission of India telling to Supreme Court that freebies can be life savers during dire times. For example, during COVID, Government of India provided extra ration to every family in the India. Clear? Who are eligible to get rations are provided the extra ration. Clear? That extra ration actually costs much more for the central government. That could be a freebie, but that has provided the life saving for thousands and crores of family. These are the words of Election Commission of India. So as of now we cannot say anything. During natural disasters, during pandemics, life saving medicines, foods, funds may be provided. Those are very important. Those can be termed as freebies, but those are very important, right? So these are the arguments of Election Commission of India, and now it is up to you, and I just want everyone to increase their participation. In your opinion, what is your opinion on freebies? Whether these should be controlled or these should be unregulated? Please comment in the box, so that where I shall be reviewing your answer. So the question is, what is your perspective on freebies? Whether you want to support for the freebies or you want to rationalize or reduce the spending on freebies. Clear? You can go for 1 2 3 points so and so, and you can comment in the comment box. Clear? Yes. With this we can go for our next article. So our next article is aviation safety regulator opens door for transgender pilots. Clear? So we have to get very clearly the complete picture of the pilots, the transgender pilots and everything. So let's have the discussion in complete mode. This is very important from GS2 polity perspective. Clear? GS2 polity perspective. Let's have a glance over complete picture regarding this article. Happened in July month of 2022. The Hindu published an article regarding the transgender pilot. Clear? The transgender pilot who lost his opportunity of becoming a private license pilot in India. So he went to South Africa and there he became the pilot. He wished from his childhood that he want to become a pilot. Actually the person here is woman and she was transgendered. Means right now she is he. Clear? So here the person is a transgender. Trans means you are moving out of your gender, and you are taking a new gender role, right? So here see, to become a pilot the person should be both physically and mentally fit. Clear? So otherwise all the persons who are in that airplane will get affected, right? So there would be a clear medical examination checks and every other stage of checks to become a pilot. Clear? So here before in India to get any civil aviation certificate, who is the responsible authority? That is DGCA. So then what is DGCA? Director General of Civil Aviation. So this Director General of Civil Aviation actually provides the licenses for the persons who qualified in every test that is conducted by DGCA, and these are the final authority to issue licenses to the persons, okay, as a pilot or as a mechanic, as an engineer or something. Everything regarding civil aviation certificates would be provided by the body that is DGCA, Director General of Civil Aviation. So this person Adam Harry, this person name is Adam Harry, he applied as a pilot. He completed every examination except medical examination. He was forced to disqualify in medical examination as he is transgender person. He is transgender person and he just requires the lifelong therapy. Few therapies are there which requires the lifelong medication purpose. So DGCA on these grounds actually denied the pilot status or the license to issue pilot for this Adam Harry as he requires the lifelong therapy. If he requires lifelong therapy, how can we say he is physically and mentally fit to become as a pilot? These are the arguments of DGCA, but this has raised concerns across India and even at world stage also, and DGCA and Ministry of Civil Aviation checked their policies, and after that they have come with some safety regulators, aviation safety regulators, and they have amended and given that transgender community is also right now eligible to get as the pilot status. They have amended the medical guidelines. They have amended the medical guidelines. Clear? They have amended the medical guidelines. So the aviation safety regulator means the DGCA body checked everything and amended medical guidelines and accepted if there are complete, if there is any person by completing his therapy as complete complete transgender, he is eligible to fit for flying. Clear? So his transition therapy or his surgery is completed, then he is deemed fit to fly as pilots in the airplanes. Clear? So these are the words of DGCA. As of now, aeromedical evaluations of transgender persons for obtaining medical clearances for all category of pilot licenses. All category of pilot licenses would be now given to these persons, like private pilot licenses, student pilot licenses, and commercial pilot license. Every pilot license would be given by DGCA only. Clear? So DGCA is saying that the candidates who have completed their hormone therapy, and right now they are in a position to provide their gender affirmation surgery. Clear? Their surgery has to be completed 5 years ago. Before the application as pilot, they should have completed 5 years in transformation of their gender, and now they are declared medically fit for screening the mental health. Okay, and everything was changed to suit World Professional Association. Clear? To suit World Professional Association. World Professional Association for Transgender Health. For transgender health, right? So if transgender applicants completed 5 years, then they would go the psychological and psychiatric evaluation, apart from providing details regarding at what time their surgery have completed, any complications or any lifelong therapy. But here in recent Adam's case, he is actually going for lifelong therapy manner. This Adam Harry is going for lifelong therapy manner. Then what is the thing? Then DGCA is telling that for these persons who are going lifelong hormonal therapy, after reaching a stable dose, then he is medically fit to go for the evaluations. Means for both psychological and psychiatric evaluations they can go, and if they are completed, then it is fine for them to take off medications. Clear? Are you getting? After reaching stable dose in lifelong therapy or in completion of therapy, it should have crossed the 5 years to apply for these posts as a pilot. Clear? So these are the things that DGCA want to tell, and it is clearly saying that so the DGCA decisions are very important, and these would change the transgender community, and the people like Adam Harry would actually inspire most of the people to come into the various sections in the society. Means they right now can check every other status, like see they are coming with new opportunities and everything, right? So in India, there is one ministry to look after cases of transgender, that is Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Clear? What is that ministry? Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. This Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, after receiving that July 3rd case of transgender pilot, on July 11th, Ministry of Social Justice written letter to DGCA that you are violating the transgender provisions. There are few provisions, those are called, see, transgender persons protection of rights act, protection of rights act 2019, transgender protection of rights act 2019, and demanded that guidelines for licensing transgender persons should be given. Clear? In July they have come, so but as of now they are accepting the views of DGCA as they have changed, amended the medical guidelines that are required for transgender, and it is time for you also to provide some suggestions regarding how transgender communities in India can be self-sustained or can be motivated to take any of the roles that they want. Clear? They are often very minority section, and they are actually fine. These articles actually encourage various persons and take inspiration from them, right? So you can provide suggestions how these communities can be empowered and made good for the society. Clear? Yes. So these are the articles that we want to discuss today, and these are very important prelims based questions. Clear? So yes, so we want to discuss one prelims based MCQ with you. So let's have this question being: consider the following statements. Consider the following statements. I just wish everyone to take participation in this question and try to answer it. Now transgender persons in every stage is fit to fly in the planes, means as pilots. Clear? As pilots. And next, final approvals would be given by the Ministry of Civil Aviation. Clear? Ministry of Civil Aviation. Clear? So choose the correct option. Choose the correct option. Only one, B only two, C both, and D none. Clear? You can answer this in comment box, and I have raised two questions also in the middle of the articles. I wish everyone to take participation in these articles. Thank you.